I have bills to pay, yard work, I have to trim the trees and mow the lawn, and take care of the baby. I'm under a lot of pressure. Ah!
We're all under a lot of pressure. Can't escape it. It's everywhere. Did you know that we are constantly surrounded by tiny little air particles pressed down on us like a weight? These particles are too tiny to see, but they do take up space all around us. The weight of these particles is what we call air pressure.
What?
I have a balloon here to help you understand what I'm talking about. So, right now, the air from outside wants to get inside and it's pressed against the balloon in all directions. So if I let go, you guessed it, all that air pressure squeezes the air right out of the balloon. My name's Eric. Why don't you follow me around? We'll learn a little more about air pressure. Come on. Air pressure changes from place to place. The higher we go, like up a mountain, means that there's less air above us, and therefore less weight and air pressure is lowered. And if we go down where we live near sea level, there's a lot of air above us that's crushing us and causing lots of air pressure. So take a look at these steps. So if I run down there to the street, it's like going down a mountain. Now there's lots of air above me and a lot of pressure crushing me. But if I go up the mountain, now there's a little less air above me and the air pressure is lowered. We could explain this in another way by comparing air pressure to a pile of blankets. Come on, I want you to meet somebody that'll help us with this. So I have here in my hand blankets. This is like the layers of air that are all around us. Now, to help us out is my friend Louie the cat. I'll lower my voice because he's sleeping right now. Yeah, he likes to sleep with his eyes open. What a weirdo. So, having one blanket on you is very light. It's like the air pressure at the top of the mountain. Now, air pressure at sea level is the equivalent to having many blankets on top of you. Look at all the air pressure on Louie now. That's a lot of pressure. Thanks, Louie. Hi! Welcome to my kitchen of science. Now that we've seen the air pressure is a little like blankets that surround us, we can do an experiment that really shows how much air pressure we're talking about. So you're going to need a nice and sturdy ruler. Let it hang over a table just a few inches. And a newspaper that you borrowed from your neighbor's driveway.
You've got to be kidding.
Go ahead and open it up. Put it over the ruler. Now, if I give this a nice quick karate chop, you'd probably expect that the ruler would rip right through the newspaper. Let's wait and see what happens. Hiya! Kia! Wow! Look at that! The ruler broke and the newspaper is totally fine. Oh! It turns out that there is about 15 pounds of pressure for every square inch of the newspaper. So, I cut out this chart to show you just how many square inches are in a newspaper. Turns out there's about 400 square inches in this newspaper. And if every square inch has 15 pounds of pressure and you add it all up, it turns out to be around 6,000 pounds of pressure just on that newspaper. That's like a female elephant sitting right on top of it. So if somebody asks, what happened to your ruler? Just tell them an elephant broke it. Hey, here's something fun you could try. It's called the magic water trick. And all you need is a cup, you fill it with some blood.
Ew.
Nah, I'm just kidding. It's just water, red food coloring. And the last thing you need is a heavy piece of paper or an old postcard. So you're going to put the postcard on top of the water. And believe it or not, we're going to turn this over. And we're going to see that, hey,
it stays all by itself. It must be magic, right? Nah, it's science, dude. So remember that there's only about maybe a pound of pressure from the water pushing down. But we just learned that there's about 15 pounds of pressure from the air that's pushing on all directions, even from the bottom. And that's what holds it up. And if you really want to be the life of a party, try doing this trick over somebody's head.
Wow!
Hey, the last thing I want to show you is an extreme example of air pressure. I call it the can crusher. What you're going to need for this one is a pair of tongs, an empty soda can with a little bit of water on the bottom, a burner to heat up that water, a bowl of ice water, and don't forget your safety goggles. That way you can be safe and cool. Hey! So right now, because there's a hole in the can, the air pressure on the outside is the same as the air pressure on the inside. But what would happen if we sealed off the top and put it in the cold water and let it cool and decrease the air pressure inside? Let's check it out. Wow, look at that, crushed. The air pressure on the outside is much higher than the air pressure on the inside. And it crushed it almost flat. Now that's what I call air pressure.
Oh yeah.
So remember, there's a tremendous pressure from the weight of the air pushing on us for every moment of every day. But don't let it get you down. I hope you enjoyed learning about air pressure. I gotta get out of here. My wife's pressuring me to get this yard work done.